Good morning, everybody. This is the Z32 Garage. Welcome back. Yesterday we took apart the steering wheel and part of the dash on the bottom for the key panel. We're going to continue working on that. I'm actually going to work on the steering column just a little bit to get some of that stuff out of the way to help out later on, which I haven't done. And I'm going to save onto those just to hang on to them. One's going to be the clock spring for the airbag. And the other ones will be the turn signals and the cruise control stock to get that. And then possibly the tumbler key for the ignition there. Remove all that stuff there to help that's at. Let me take you guys over there, take a look at it. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what's going on. Let me get you flipped around here. Alright, got you flipped around. Let's take a look at it. I showed it to you yesterday, but let's do it again. This is the clock spring, which will have 4 screws. And then I am not exactly for sure how the cruise control stock nor the turn signal stock and headlight stock work. But you know what? Today's a good day to learn, just like every day. See what's going on, see how this stuff comes apart. And then eventually I'm going to probably take the key assembly out just to have a key lock set. That's what I'm going to be doing anyway. I might end up taking this pod off and getting in this. This pod here was the climate control for the convertible. As you can see, there's 2 screw holes right there that hold that. This is held on by these 2. Oh, sorry, hand. This and this. And this pops right up. As you can see, almost like everything else, super common, broke. In fact, you can see it crumbling because people don't take this screw out and this screw out to pull them off. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's how those things are. I really don't like it. But while you're in there, you can see that you got those 2 screws and that screw right there will hold this pod on, which I'm going to hang on to just to have a spare. I mean, everyone's got them. This guy is actually pretty solid. Mine and my other car is actually, I think, broken. So, I'll get this stuff set up. We'll start taking some of this stuff apart. As you can see, guys, this has got a connector on it. I don't know if you can still see that at all. It goes back to here. Alright, this has got a connector right here. Take a screwdriver, plug in, twist, forces it out, gets you the clock spring out. Alright guys, there's 2 connectors down here. This I'm assuming is for lights, or sorry, is for the cruise control. It connects on this side, and there's this one. Just using a screwdriver to help pry it open to be able to part. If you can see that, hopefully my arms aren't in the way too much for you. big connector, plug on top, screwdriver helps push it out. That got that loose. It looks like someone's done some hacking on this loom. I don't think this is factory. In fact, I know it's not. I'm guessing a starter, maybe, I don't know, security alarm, something of that nature. But I am going to take this guy off, at least try to anyway. But there's a nut right here, so I can show you guys. Right there, there's a bolt. Not sure what that one does. Let's learn and find out, guys. There's some more wires right there. Well, instead, learning process today, guys. Alright, guys. Very simple. Didn't realize, I thought they were all one. But there are two screws here and here. And after you unplug it, whole module comes out. All by itself. That is super slick and nice and modular. Still working on the key tumbler, but this is something else to know, that these are separate modules. So if you need one, how to get down and go replace these as one unit. Just be concerned they do have a little bit of grease on them for going around things. So I'm gonna get the other side off now too. Once again, guys, two screws on the other side. Oh, maybe get. Should come right out. I got two screws. Why aren't you coming out? Pulling the others a little bit more. See what's retaining you. There's a screw and a third in the bottom side here, guys. That I didn't notice. There you go. Oh, and it held the bracket for the connector. Well, if you guys can see that, hopefully you can. And then this will give you an idea of what this looks like this way. Still got a bearing in there that's holding. Keeps all this stuff centered. I took this guy off. I think that is step one. Sorry. Step one of getting this thing out of here. Lock mechanism has probably a screw or bolt there, it clamps on it. Sorry. Something there I gotta use. And this side, yeah. There's two of them. There's gonna be two bolts that hold that in to get the tumbler out for the key mechanism. Alright. Alright, guys. Keep on moving, trucking. This right here, held on by one screw. And that is how the mechanism works for all the position. It just rotates this tumbler right there. So, I mean, realistically, if you ever want a hot wire car, if this thing breaks, all you got to do is get down to this point, pull this off, and then spin this guy. That's what we're doing. This is another wiring. And I figured out that it's the lighted ring that goes around the key. And it should just slide off, I think. And it does. Lots of these don't work anymore. I'm going to see if I can get mine to work in my car, because I know mine doesn't. Heck, I don't even know if I still have the lighted ring. But that is all bundled together, and it's all clipped to the column right there. There's still another connector right here to the tumbler. Yep, still working on it, guys. It all goes. 2 steps in, 1 step out. So, alright, that's the update for right now. Looks like I'm not getting the tumbler out right now. There is a screw on the back side here that I can't get into because of this, which means I'm going to take all of this out to get access to it. And this guy, I'll show you, is just 2 screws. Let me put you on the tripod, guys. Alright, guys. Pulled this off. This would be the light module. 2 screws on the bottom side here. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. And then 3 plugs. You unplug. This one pops off. Use a screwdriver to push this guy in. This guy's another screwdriver. You just flick up and pull off. Module's pretty good. I'll show you how it works. Those 2 clips go up into this when you slide into it, hooks, and then screws into this. As you can see, this is shit. Pardon my language, sorry. This is not very good. Basically, it's trash now. I'm going to have to take this off and this off, get the pot out. Alright guys, get the pot out. There you go. Pulls through. There are those 3 nuts I talked about. Or sorry, 3 bolts. 1, 2, and then a screw right here, if you can see my finger down there. And then there's actually one up in here, goes in there. Once you do that, you can pop it out. This one had been glued in a little bit. I don't know if that's factory or not. Tacked in right here. I don't think so. I think people are trying to cover up that this pod is busted. So, nope, that's that side. I'm probably going to call it for today. Well, let me get this other pod out. And then I'll show you how to get that one out. Same situation on this side. Screw there. 2 bolts there. Bolts look like this. They're little guys. And then there's 1 screw that holds it up to the top, up in there. Once you have that, should be able to just... Well, that broke. Or something popped. Not sure which popped there. Well, this has already been busted because of these top upper ones. So that's that. That's the wiring loom come through there. Next up is there are 2 screws right here to get the lid off, and I will do that momentarily. This stuff sort of comes off pretty easy once you get everything going on it, guys. 2 screws, 1 there, 1 there. Pretty easy. Lift top off. This actually is pretty good shape. This one's not too bad. What I did notice is on this bezel, it is cracked right there. This whole thing is this thing got messed up. This whole thing should come off with this bolt, this guy, and this guy over here. And then this whole front face will come off. And that's what I'm going to do next. Well, as you can see, I got it out. I misinformed you. That bolt and that bolt aren't used. That's going to be probably for the whole dash. What you need is these 2 up here. 1, 2, which is these guys. And then the back side of this is clipped in. So when you feel it, it's going to tug out pretty hard to get pulled out of there. But as you can see, this guy is cracked. Hopefully I can show it to you. Yeah, right there. This whole thing's cracked in here, which, to be honest with you, is actually kind of savable. I mean, you don't see it, so I'll probably hang on to it just as a spare, or something I can modify if I want to later on. Alright guys, I think that's going to stop for today. Let me get flipped around and I'll give my clothes out. Alright. So you guys can see me here. That's going to be it for today on this, because I only work in the mornings on this, a little bit at a time, about an hour. So that's the slow disassembly process. But I'm taking videos hoping to I'm taking pictures for myself. And some of the stuff I haven't torn apart before, like the full-on steering column. I've replaced steering wheel before, but never actually pulled apart the mechanisms on either side. So it's interesting how those things go together, and if you ever want to save them, remove them, use them. You know, I know for a fact there's going to be cars that don't want cruise control. They can just remove that entire stock. Now you have less weight, which doesn't weigh a lot, but you don't have anything in your way there as well. You know, and if you want, you could so incline to rewire the headlights in some other fashion. Now that you know where those are at, I won't, but somebody else could. And then tearing apart the dash. I've done it before. I've had to fix the speedo before, the speedometer. This will help you get down there. We're not 100% down to it yet. Close though, close. So the next video we should be able to do that. So if you guys have any questions or comments, you know, hit me up in the comments. Like and subscribe if you guys like the channel. Like I said, this is just me doing daily updates and Z32 workshop on just working on tearing apart parts car and documenting how to actually go through it. And I'm finding more and more wrong with my parts car, which is making me happy I didn't try saving it, even though I couldn't save it, if that makes any sense to anybody. Bad title wouldn't allow it. And all sorts of other stuff. Just that front end damage you can see is being reflected in the car elsewhere, where other things are broken. And they don't break just because someone was rough with the car. They broke because it was in an accident. So that's it for today's ladies and gentlemen. So, like, subscribe, see you in the comments.